Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders on their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
The 1st down pass complete to the operating yard. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back, you remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken around the 12. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 6.
I have acrobat, bro. Can I activate?
He'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right.
What? Oh my, why is A.J. Brown so fast? I was right there. I was running with the...
First down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally. First down, it brings up 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown here for Henry. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
It's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
That's a pick.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
What is that pass?
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up and down. And it gets up to quick.
Shots downfield, but not only for the guys out wide. Sometimes
Screaming my name. With different that's weekend all playing.
50-50 balls.
They in my dog on the daytime my head. They're breaking my heart.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I still feel yours, God.
Back to throw again.
Yo.
Flushed out right.
Why did... Okay, first of all, who was my playmaker? Just Cousins already empty. I know that I already painted it cause.
That has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Thinking about my dog, not down in the system. He was on the 18, they get my nigga 20.
He's got the speedster good
From the way he was living, right? Waiting for me to come get him, cause the sun goes down, and then the moon comes out, and the trees come on, rains all night, and I pray that I'll change my selfish ways. After all, I can't accept. I paid the blame for that. I did 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 the blame for that. Like that chart.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's
I didn't
like
get to shift my line.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the
It's
pressure
not open.
right.
It's mine.
Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Marcus May with
I
a
don't
pick.
do that. with a latex. I did the drill with a face mask. I worked my hand with the Ajax.
This was a 14-0 game not too long ago. They were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant.
I like that girl from the waist down. I don't think that was a waist down. I heard it was good to the grapevine. What? I heard it was good to the grapevine. I don't know. Your grapevine. I don't think that we need the waist down. She fell in love with shooting. I thought the ball playing on my block. I knew it still. It's not that we smoking a lot. I check out my shirt when I'm hot. I put the pin on your block. Can't stop cause 12 too hot. I'll spin back when they not. I don't say that. I did that with a latex. I did the drill with a face mask. I was my hand with the Ajax. I don't say that. I don't say that.
You might well go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your
I don't say that.
There's a diving catch.
Tunnel, I had that with a peace sign. Why you keep calling me twin? You know that you feline. She fell in love with the step. I caught her playing my J's. I fell in love with the gun smoke. She caught her playing my K. Creep up, get out. I'm your heel, my stick out. Don't catch your body, you kicked out. My stick out. My stick out. I'll make this song, I flip out.
Taking it about the
Look
one.
I don't say that. I put that with a latex. I did the drill with a fist mask. I work my hand with the Ajax. I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't play that.
Set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right.
Pick. Oh my God, CJ.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And
let's go. Oh my, he swerved in.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull
oh,
back
he has to
on
punt.
the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Whatever, I don't care.
They're going to try and throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Thank you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended
from out the bottom.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him.
We're going to get these dollars, take care of grandma, check and mama.
We're going to be fun. Does it lead to another one?
Focus
on the kind of way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Look at my money, son. Oh my God, bro. And I can make 100. And I can make $1 billion. We turning it to something. I'm just out the city, but they're dumb inside my city.
He's had a fantastic
he got stuck, bro.
Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we gotta give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw
But still, he got so far to go. The guy shot the girl. The guy overcame it. The guy showed him he the best friend. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. The guy shot one. The guy put the guy overcame it. The guy showed him he the best. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah.
Being chased out left. He's gonna let this go.
Terrible pass. That better be a pick.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Go Isaiah! No, Isaiah Rodgers!
Short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting
Okay, let's get a full roll.
The head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
This nigga locking.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Thought he'd catch us. Thought he'd play close, not
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
No, right to him. Drew Brees. It's FN shoot East to Western.
And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his
Bro,
right.
chill. What I said, I was so tired yesterday. It was crazy, bro.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
bro, like my nigga, bro. We had workouts. When I saw them was doing a whole bunch of stuff, bro. Well, I went home and literally died, my nigga. I didn't eat. Bro, like. Oh, so, niggas had me dead yesterday.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Why didn't I run the? I was gonna say, why did I run the ball right there? And what is Caleb Farley's speed?
After giving up that type of a return.
They'll start the third quarter here.
Whoa, what's wrong with my controller, bro? Well, I didn't even go that way. One more of them. I didn't even go that way.
Boston College product Harold Landry.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all. They just
wow.
started with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much
I know
out
he
as
can't
they
stop
did.
that run.
Decent little game puts him in a pretty good spot for second down.
No, we can't stop it, though.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Run Drew Brees.
Inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5
Run the
out
ball
of the
in. You
scramble.
can't stop it. You
Second
can't
down.
stop it. Play smart.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Alvin Kamara, get the first. Let's go, big boy. Good run. Give me one more. Give me one more good run. Give me one more. Get in there this time. Get in there this time. Get in there this time, big boy. Come on. Let's go, Alvin Kamara.
New Orleans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And
stop this offense. With her and a flip for sure. And my pain on the level, pissing out codeine. Niggas gon' talk this whatever, cause they don't know me. Never stand down, they shouldn't be this, you gotta show me. Run up for myself, cause nobody ain't ever me.
And this game was all square at halftime. Now they find themselves down 7 following the opening touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good relaxing deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they
I just tweaked. Oh my god, I tweaked.
Catch up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time.
I meant to put him on the inside third. I put this nigga on the D flat. And then I can treat you right. And everybody else that get the chance, I might hurt you.
He'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe
I'm finna say, do not cheat me. This nigga did not just break the tackle.
Earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now.
Feeling my pain on the level, pissing out codeine. Niggas gon' talk this whatever, cause they don't know me. Never stand down, they shouldn't be this, you gotta show me. It's D.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot
No one
of
ever help me,
NFL.
No one ever help me,
In this case,
feeling my pain on the level, pissing out codeine. Niggas don't talk this whatever, cause they don't know me. Never stand down, they should be this, you gotta show me.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me,
It's a glitch, it's a glitch play.
that line has struggled to sustain blocks.
I already know what that is. You already showed me that once. I'm not getting hit by it again.
Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the
Kicking
second
through.
level.
Smart, smart. He missed.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the
Clutching my medal when I feel my with codeine.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row.
I'm a Kamir the
Best
dog.
kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Play smart, play smart. I'll do everything done.
They'll set up a throw.
And I did this, I'm dumb, but it didn't matter. I'm throwing 6 for 17 and telling me I'm still winning this game.
But it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. He's going to take another shot here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Yo, I just got blue screened. Oh my, are we being serious?